Thanks for taking the time to meet with us today. I know interviews can be quite draining, so we'll keep this short. Before we start, can you confirm you're alone right now? Good. Let's walk through your experience, starting with your most recent role. Mm-hmm. 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 And how long were you there? Okay. What were you primarily measured on in that position? KPIs, targets, metrics, whatever applied. And did you usually meet these expectations? And what happened when you didn't? Mm-hmm. Great. Well, I see a gap here. And just to be clear, I'm not concerned about it. I just need you to walk me through it. Were you working during that time or not? Okay. And what prompted you to leave your last role? Hmm. Now let's talk compensation. What are your salary expectations? And what's the lowest number you'd realistically accept? No, I'm not negotiating. I just need to understand your range. If we are to move forward, how soon could you start? Is there anything that would prevent you from starting right away? Anyone who would require notice? This role can be demanding. There isn't always a clear boundary between work hours and personal time. How do you generally handle being needed on short notice? Late nights, unexpected changes, last minute requests. Have you experienced burnout in a previous role? And what did that look like for you? How long did it take before it was addressed? Okay, let's talk about culture fit. How do you usually respond to feedback that feels unfair? Do you raise concerns or do you adapt and move forward? Who do you currently live with? Does your schedule affect them in any significant way? All right. When an issue comes up at work, do you prefer to address it immediately or wait to see if it resolves on its own? Okay, yeah, that's helpful. We're almost done. I just want to make sure I'm capturing this accurately. Earlier, you mentioned flexibility. Can you describe what that looks in practice? Specifically, when plans change after you already made them. Okay. And when that happens, who usually takes priority? Work or personal commitments? Right. You also mentioned availability earlier. Just to clarify, if something came up tonight, would you be reachable? Just hypothetically. Mhm. So, do you keep your phone on you when you're at home at night? Okay. Let's talk about reliability for a moment. Have you ever missed a message and had it escalate? What were the consequences? And how did you adjust afterward? Okay. I'm going to ask a few required questions. Do you have any standing obligations that would make it difficult to adjust your schedule with limited notice? Like appointments, family, or anything that you have going on? All right. Have you ever been told you're difficult to reach? And who told you that? Okay. Earlier, you mentioned burnout. When you started feeling it, did you say anything right away? Or did someone else notice first? How long did it take before it affected your performance? Okay. When feedback feels unfair, do you tend to remember it? Or does it pass quickly? Do you ever replay conversations after they're over at night? Just to confirm, you said you live with someone, correct? Do they know when your schedule changes? Okay. If we needed to reach you outside of normal hours, what's the best way to do that? Do you always have it with you? All right. I think that covers what I need to clarify. Why should we hire you? Okay. And do you have any questions for us? That's fine. Thank you for your time today. We'll be in touch. Oh, and just so you're aware, this was only the initial interview.